Alright, in this video we're going to be writing equations of lines from 2 points. So you're given 2 points, there's a line that passes through those 2 points, and you have to find the equation. Remember, the equation is written as y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, the place where the line crosses the y-axis. So we have to find these two things, the slope and the y-intercept. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, first, on any of these, we're just going to go ahead and find the slope. So our slope is change in y over change in x. Our change in y is our ending y, 0, minus our beginning y, which is negative 5. Our change in x is our ending x, minus our beginning x, which is 0. So 0 minus negative 5 is a positive 5, because the same as plus 5. And negative 1 minus 0, take 0 away from anything, you're left with just that number. And 5 divided by negative 1 is simply a negative 5. So our slope is negative 5. So this line goes down 1, or down 5, forward 1, down 5, forward 1. Now we're going to write out our equation. Y equals mx plus b. And we know what the m is, it's negative 5. So y equals negative 5x plus b. Now we have to substitute the values from one of these 2 points into our equation. You notice here, because this one has an x value of 0, this actually is the y-intercept. This is where the line crosses the y-axis. So the y-intercept is going to be negative 5. But I'm going to use this point just to show that we end up with the same thing both times. But if I were you, I would use this point. If I were to be it. So negative 1, 0. So I'll substitute 0 for y equals negative 5, negative 1 for x, plus b. 0 equals negative 5 times negative 1, positive 5, plus b. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides, and we have negative 5 equals b. You can see if I had put this one up here, we would have ended up with the same thing. Alright, y equals our slope, which is negative 5, x, and then plus b, but since it's a negative 5, I'll write it as minus 5. There's our ending equation. Alright, next up, we have to the point negative 2, 2, and 0, negative 4. So first thing we're going to do is find our slope, change in y over change in x. Our change in y is our ending y coordinate, negative 4, minus our beginning y coordinate, which is 2. Our change in x is our ending x coordinate, which is 0, minus our beginning x coordinate, which is negative 2. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. And 0 minus negative 2 is, that's the same as 0 plus positive 2. That's a 2. And this can simplify. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Negative 3, though, the negative up there. And so our slope is negative 3. Now we're going to figure out what our equation is. Well, it's y equals mx plus b. And we know our m, that's the slope, so it's negative 3. Y equals negative 3x plus b. Now we're going to substitute one of our 2 points. Again, we're given the y-intercept here, right? Anytime the x-coordinate is 0, that's the y-intercept. But I'm going to again use the other point just to show that we get there either way. So I'm going to replace y with 2 equals negative 3. Replace the x with a negative 2 plus b. 2 equals negative 3 times negative 2 is 6 plus b. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. That gives us negative 4 equals b, which, there's our negative 4. So our equation, y equals m, that's our slope, negative 3x, plus, and since this is a negative 4, I'll write it as minus 4. Done. Alright. Pause and drink some coffee here. Okay, next one. We've got negative 3, 2, negative 4, 1. So first again, find our slope, change in y over change in x. Our change in y is our ending y, negative 1, minus our beginning y, which is 2. Our change in x is our ending x, which is our negative 4, minus our beginning x, which is negative 3. Negative 1 minus 2, it's 1 degree below 0, and it drops 2 more, total of negative 3. Negative 4 minus a negative 3, well, minus a negative is the same as plus a positive, so negative 4 plus positive 3. So it's 4 degrees below, and it goes up 3 degrees. It's negative 1. The two negatives cancel each other out, so that's the same as positive over positive. And 3 over 1 is just 3. Now we're going to find our y-intercept. So y equals mx plus b. We know the m, it's 3, it's our slope. Y equals 3x plus b. Now we substitute one of these points. Doesn't really matter which one. I'll pick this one. No particular reason. Replace the y with the 2. Replace the x with a negative 3 plus b. So let's see. 2 equals 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus b. We're going to add 9 to both sides. 2 plus 9 is 11 equals b. There's our y-intercept. So our equation here, y equals, our m is 3x plus b, which is 11. By the way, if you wanted to check to make sure your answer was right, take the point that you didn't use to find the slope and substitute those numbers into your equation. If you get a true statement, it's correct. You've done the equation correctly. Like, for example, let's just do it. Let's replace the y with a negative 1 equals 3. Replace the x with a negative 4 plus 11. Negative 1 equals 3 times negative 4. That's negative 12 plus 11. Negative 1 equals negative 12 plus 11. Well, it's 12 degrees below. Goes up 11 degrees. It's negative 1. So that's a true statement, which means the equation works for that point and that point. So if the equation works for both points, you've done it correctly. This is really just that's a check right there. Check. Okay. Last, we've got 1, 3, and 0, negative 4. And again, we're given the y-intercept. That's a freebie there, actually. Save yourself some time. All right. Change in y over change in x. We're finding our slope. We've got our ending slope, our ending y minus our beginning y. Negative 4 minus 3. Our ending x, 0 minus our beginning x. Negative 4 minus 3, well, it's 4 degrees below, drops 3 more degrees. It's negative 7. And 0 minus 1 is negative 1. The two negatives cancel out. It's 7 over 1. It's just 7. Now we're going to find our b, y equals mx plus b. We know the m, it's 7. Y equals 7x plus b. We're going to substitute one of these points. Now if I substitute this one, 0, I'll put a 0 in for x. We just get 7 times 0 is 0. We'll end up with b equals negative 4. So I'm going to use the other point just to show that we will get that same answer using the other point. So y is 3 equals 7. Our x is 1 plus b. 3 equals 7 times 1 is 7 plus b. Subtract 7 from both sides. Well, 3, take away 7. That goes down 3 units to get to 0, down another 4 to get our full 7. Negative 4 equals b. So we have the same thing either way. Let's write out our equation. Y equals m, that's 7, x plus b, and that's a negative 4, so actually I'll write this as minus 4, 7x minus 4. All right, good luck with the rest of these.